everyone, it's Heather and I'm here with another process video for you guys today. Let me just start off by saying the way this layout turned out, I am absolutely in love with it. When I did the SNL special, which was my last video for Wednesday, I used the paper pad Lucky Charm from Dear Lizzie, I believe. And I fell in love with this paper again. Like at first, when I first started using it, for the SNL video, I lacked the mojo, I guess. I was struggling with it. But then after I used it and I started looking at the papers and looking at a lot of things that I have in my stash, like pulling things out that I haven't used in a really, really long time, made me fall in love with this paper again. And it's the reason why I bought it in the first place, right? You guys know that as a scrapbooker, you may go into a store or see it online and just absolutely fall in love with it. And then when you get it, you don't really know what to do with it. You know what I mean? Like, you love it so much that you just don't know what to do with it. And then it, goes, you put it away, or you use it a little bit and you put it away. And then you pull it back out and it's like, okay, now I know why I loved it so much. Let's get it going, So, let me start off by saying this is a picture of my daughter and my best friend's daughter. My best friend and I have been friends since, middle school, and she is like my sister. Even though we're not close to each other anymore, we don't live close to each other anymore, we may not talk for a while, but it's like time stands still with us, and our daughters are the same way. They love each other so much, and they're just amazing together, and they're just like her and I. So this is a picture of them. It's an Instagram photo. From right before we moved from North Carolina, we went and saw them and stayed with them. And this picture, I think, is a picture that my best friend took, and it was on her Instagram. And and it has a filter on it, and it kind of makes it look a little vintagey. And so I kind of took a vintage feel with this layout, kind of. And like I said, you'll see in a minute, I pull out a lot of things that have been in my stash for a while that I used to use in layouts a lot. And then, they just kind of been not really the trend anymore, I guess. So, but you know what? I love them, and I'm so glad that I pulled them out. So I mounted the picture on some, like, a dark wood grain paper. And it's from this little paper pad from my Mind's Eye. And then this floral print with the navy. I love it. I absolutely loved it. And I just didn't know how to use it because I'm not used to using such like busy patterns. But you know what? I went with it, and I really love the way this layout turned out. This is, I think, one of the little strips that was at the top of the paper. And it has those little cream hearts on it. And I'm going to put that above the picture. And really, I was listening to not really old music, but music from when I was in middle school, and on my phone. And I was just having a really good time with this layout. I really did. I pulled out some old doilies that I had no idea where they even were. And I'm so glad that I found them because I've been looking for them for a while. I guess I just wasn't looking in the right spot. But I found them, and I'm so happy that I did. Here's some old trim that a friend gave me years ago. And this is the stuff that I'm pulling out that's old. And the lace. This lace, I have buku. Like, I have so much of it. My grandma is a sewer, and I think she just turned 80, and like 4 years ago, she has a building in her house, or not in her house, a building in her yard. That one side was hers, that she kept all of her sewing stuff in, and she would go out and sew and stuff. And then the other half was my granddad's like woodwork shop. He does woodwork, or did woodwork. And it was just, she wasn't able to go out there anymore, and she wasn't able to do anything out there. So I helped her clean it out, and she gave me so much lace. So I have all kinds of different vintage lace, and who knows, you know, how old they are and stuff. But I used to use it quite a bit. And I pulled it out, and it worked, and it went well, and I used it, and I'm so happy that I did. I have this wood veneer that says Best Friends, and I've had it in my stash for quite a while. I've been waiting to use it on a picture of them together because they are best friends. And I'm just painting it with some navy blue paint to match the navy blue and the floral paper. And I'm going to say it again, but I absolutely love this layout. I'm falling in love with it. And so I'm going to paint that. And I also plugged in my glue, my hot glue gun that I have not used in ages. Because I'm going to use that to glue down the lace. So this just takes me a minute to paint. I had to go over it quite a few times because it was a little too light in some areas as it dried. So I'm going to hit that with the heat gun, I believe. Yes. And dry that really fast because I'm impatient and I don't like to wait. And it doesn't take long. It just takes a couple seconds for that. The heat gun gets really hot. And absolutely loving the way this layout turns out. So I'm going to cut this lace here. And like I said, I have tons of it. And I have 2 Ziploc bags full of different kinds of lace right off to my left-hand side. But I have like a whole drawer full of more different, different colors of lace. So I'm very fortunate. But isn't it great to pull out things that you haven't used in such a long time and fall in love with them again, When I was scrapbooking probably 3 or 4 years ago, vintage and big flowers and lace and all that stuff was really in style. And I still have a lot of that stuff. And doilies were really big in style. I think doilies are still on trend, I think. But I just love that I just pulled this stuff back out and it worked. And I like it. I love it. This is some brown. It's like I don't know if it's like, it's a trim, but it's not lace. It's like crocheted, but it's like a cotton. And actually a friend, I believe from YouTube, years ago sent this to me on a tag. And you can see that I used up all of the lace on one of the tags. And I actually am using that tag in this layout right now. So I'm going to put this brown trim over top of the lace, right at the very top, to just give it a little extra something, because the brown kind of makes it pop out a little more, I guess. And I wanted to bring another like brown in, so the brown wood grain paper behind the picture wasn't the only brown in the whole layout. So I just trimmed the edge off there. And like I said, I just used my hot glue gun to glue that down because it's tacky and it dries pretty quick. The glossy accents, I've found out that it doesn't really work well with lace and stuff because it takes a while for it to dry. So I cut this tag down because it wasn't quite long enough to go all the way behind the photo. So I put the one end on one side and then the other end on the other side. And it's one that my friend from YouTube sent me years ago. And it had trim on it as well. And she actually dyes tags. I think she used to use coffee. I'm not sure if she still does that. But I really like the way it looks. It looks vintage. So I'm just going to use the hot glue to put this whole thing down. I just felt like it would be easier, and with all the layers and all, you know, the dimension from the lace beneath it, I felt like it would hold better. So here I am digging in my stash again. These chipboard stickers are, I think, from a Dear Lizzy collection. I'm not positive. They're really old, and I've had them for so long. I used the 3 little banners at the top right hand, and then I'm using these little arrows, and then I'm also going to use this little one that says loved, and I'm going to put it right there. And I scattered, nope, I did not. Hold on, I can't tell. I'm going to get my glossy accents opened here. It takes a second. I have a brand new glossy accents just waiting to be used, and I'm probably, because this is almost gone, probably just going to go ahead and open it and just keep a stick pin in it, because it is so frustrating. It comes out the freaking side of, because, you know, trying to get it unclogged so many times, it like ripped the nozzle, it tore it, I guess, and so it comes out the side, it doesn't even come out the nozzle anymore, and so it's very frustrating when I'm trying to get it on like little tiny things. So I might just open a new one. Who knows? Excuse me. And so right now I'm just looking in my stash, trying to, I was going to try to use this, like, I don't know what it is. It's a little like card that says pretty, and it says adjective on it. And yeah, but I don't use it because it just wasn't looking right. So I'm going to scatter some of these little stars all over, and they're just cream, so they match really well. There's some yellow ones, I think, as well. And I'm just looking through these pieces. I really want to use some of these up. And I actually do use quite a few. I used a lot of the stars and hearts, and then the banners and the loved and the arrows. These hearts and stars are from I think the Daily Flash, October Afternoon. And I used a couple of those. And I think, yep, I'm going to use some Maggie Holmes stickers. Oh, first I'm going to put this arrow down. That was kind of random. So I put hot glue on this. It's a wood veneer, and it's just an arrow. And now I'm going to use some of these words. And I'm going to use one that says true friend. And I kind of just go around the page trying to figure out where I want to put it. And I end up sticking it right here. And it kind of blends in on the video, but you can see it in person. And if you guys head over to my Instagram, you will see pictures of layouts and cards and different things that I color with my Spectrum Noir markers. And I post pictures from behind the scenes. So if y'all would like to go over there, if you guys have Instagram, my Instagram is Heather's Crafty Life. It would be awesome if you guys would follow me. And I think that this is going to be it, I believe. I think I'm going to do a couple, well, oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm going to get some spray here, and I'm going to sprinkle it all over. I'm actually going to use the Perfect Pearls Mist in bronze. I was going to use the Heidi Swap, but it was just too, I think it's too gold, and this bronze is really, really pretty, so I'm going to use that. First, I add a couple enamel dots, just a few, not that many. And then I'm going to do a couple splatters of this just all over, and then that's going to be it, you guys. I really do appreciate every single one of my followers. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed so you guys don't miss any future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.